Taking a look at Atlanta's most accurate 7-day forecast. One more first alert weather day for your Tuesday that was added this morning, mainly because the rain chances look to go up just a bit as we head in towards the afternoon hours. In fact, we're going to be seeing temperatures similar today, maybe a few degrees cooler with highs into the mid 70s. We'll start the morning off fairly quiet, but we'll watch those showers start to roll in from Alabama. Ahead of that, a few thunderstorms will start to mix in as well. And you'll notice as we head through the afternoon and evening, that shield of rain kind of dissipates while it's on top of us. But enough is left over for, again, scattered to numerous showers and storms for the afternoon hours and continuing into the evening before they finally settle down after sunset. Now, beyond that, Wednesday, we're going to warm things up to 82 degrees. Rain chances about 40%, so it is a little lower. We're slowly working our way into a slightly better forecast. We'll wake up with scattered showers across the metro, and we'll notice as we go through the day, another band of moisture will roll in for the afternoon, and then we'll finally start to quiet things down. I think once we do, that's when we're going to start to see the temperatures warm up, and it's kind of settle into more of a summertime weather pattern. Very humid. Temperatures very warm and just pop up showers and storms as we head throughout the day. So 30% on Thursday, 87 degrees for the afternoon high. Look at the morning lows Friday and Saturday into the lower 70s. That's a good indication that we're going to have a lot of moisture in the air. Very muggy. You'll be able to feel it as you step outside, and temperatures Friday getting up towards 90, feeling like the mid 90s with that humidity in place. It's going to be a very hot end of the week. Most folks are going to be into those mid to upper 80s, a few spots climbing into the lower 90s for the first time this year. And heading into the weekend, really just more of the same. We'll see Saturday and Sunday, mid 80s, small chances of pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon. And as we head into early next week, maybe starting to dry things out, but the heat sticking around with 87 degrees for your Monday.